Hello, everyone.
大家好，我是赵爽。
I'm ZHAO Chuang. This time, we will draw a baby elephant. It will be sitting huddled up on the ground, quite adorable. This is a pretty complex composition. To illustrate such a complex posture, a deep understanding of its body structure can help us complete the drawing successfully. One essential technique or skill to depict this complex movement is to let it sit on the ground with its arms and legs overlapped, and the long trunk blocking the arms. This composition will test our ability to observe. We should imagine the whole structure in our minds. Although the trunk blocks the arms, the exposed lines at the two ends should be coherent. Despite the covering, we should always understand what the understructure looks like. Now, let's get started. Start with the top of the baby elephant's head. Its entire head is a circle. First, use dotted lines to outline the shape of this circle slightly. As extending down along its face, this part becomes pointed. Further down is its trunk. Between the neck and the head, gently outline many wrinkles. The eyes of baby elephants appear a little more forward than adults. We put the eye here. The baby elephant has no developed tusks, so we will directly outline its trunk. Behind the eye is the big ear flap. Overall, the ear flap is an inverted triangle. The ear on the other side can be drawn to be a bit folded. Then, we come to its bumped back. When it sits on the ground, its back is arched. Then, come to its belly. Depict its torso first, and ensure its entire shape is a circle. Forget the limbs for now. We should make sure that the parts blocked by the limbs are accurate. After finishing the belly, draw its forelimbs. Use dotted lines to outline the forelimbs. The upper and lower parts blocked by the nose must be visually coherent. Now, the other arm. This front wrist is bent downward. Its hind limbs are a bit like our legs. Draw the thigh and the knee, followed by the foot at the bottom. The calf is vertical to the ground. The other leg is pressed under the torso. We can directly show the sole now. Next, we start to illustrate the details. Start with the eye, which is shaped like this. Then, some eyelashes can be added above. Then, sketch many wrinkles around the eye. We can see the other eye slightly protruding. Next is its curved trunk. We can present it to drape over its left arm. Add some circular wrinkles onto the dorsal side of its trunk. The wrinkles at the base should be the widest. While those on the tip are relatively narrower. Draw the corner of the mouth behind the trunk. The corners of the baby elephant's mouth are very short, so don't draw this part too long. Make it in the appearance of smiling. Draw a long wrinkle below the eye. We can see a bit of its lower jaw. Use shadows and wrinkles to show the depth of its head. Place a light shading on this side to make the whole trunk look slightly three-dimensional. Next, we move to its ears. First, draw the ear hole. On the top of the head, use wrinkles to create the boundary between the ear and the head, and then outline the entire elephant ear flap. Despite being like a triangle, there are many subtle structures on the surface. Inside the elephant's ear, you can draw some wrinkles radiating outward from the ear hole. Draw the folds along the direction of this line. Some folds should be drawn thicker to form shadows when hit by the sun. The other ear folds backward so we can see both its dorsal and ventral sides. Move on to the forelimbs. Begin by outlining the forearm's shape. When drawing, we should pay special attention to the front contour and make the line as smooth as possible. The arm features many folds. When the arm is straightened, the superficial skin will be pulled tight, resulting in no prominent arm crook. When drawing folds, note that the elephant has two types. One is the ring-shaped folds that encircle the arm as a banded appearance, will be squeezed out when its arms move. The other is those numerous vertical lines produced by the arm stretches. Pay attention to these details when drawing. Assuming the light source is coming from the left, let's cast some shadows on the lower right of the arm, similar to what we did on the face. Draw a big fold on the wrist. Then, we come to its forefeet. The ankle is relatively thin, and its forefoot is shaped like a dish. Draw the toenails. Slightly add shading above each toe, making the foot with some bumps instead of nothing on the surface. This will help convey the bulging structure of the interior digits. The same is true for the other foot. Then, we can also see its toenails. Illustrate the shade on this part. When drawing, we can also utilize the wrinkles on the elephant's body to indicate shadows. Draw more densely arranged wrinkles so this part will appear darker. Place the shading in the direction of the wrinkles. Many wrinkles would form in the armpits due to frequent movement. Next, we move to draw its hind limbs. When sitting on the ground, more prominent wrinkles will be squeezed out between the hind limbs and the torso. Then, draw the knee, followed by the calf. Let's also draw some wrinkles on the knee. When drawing, we should pay attention to the shape of the elephant's calf. Emphasize the joints at both ends, making them more prominent and the middle part relatively thinner. This shape is more like a bone. Move backward to the posterior of its thigh. We can also use shading to make the thigh look fuller and depict many complex wrinkles on the thigh surface. Next is its back. Draw the shape of the entire dorsal vertebrae more accurately. Then, move to the calf. Similarly, you can draw some ample folds caused by thick skin at the crook of its leg. It differs from the method we use to draw dinosaurs, who often have somewhat thin skin. Elephants have pretty thick skin. Draw the sole on this side. From this angle, we can see the entire look of this sole. Generally, when elephants sit on the ground, they sometimes put one leg under their torso. Therefore, we can see the sole and its posterior from this angle. The African elephant has 3 toes on its hind feet. We can see 3 hoof-like toenails. Show the outline of the torso. Place shading under the belly. Then, draw its tail bent like this. The hair on the elephant's tail grows on the lateral sides, like a fish skeleton. Add more wrinkles to enhance the picture and make it look more complete. Apply more shading to emphasize the volume of the cylindrical legs. And add some wrinkles on its back. Finally, appropriately add a cast shadow under its feet and body. Good. Like this, we finished drawing the body of this baby elephant.